Okay, so now it's time to put in the bushing in here that goes in the spindle. And make sure whenever you clean this area where the seal rides, make sure it's not grooved too bad. This one, it's not perfect, but I don't really want to buy a spindle. It's okay for me. You just take the bushing. Well, that scared me. I actually thought I broke it, but even the new one has these cracks right here. I don't like that. So I'm gonna use a press to push this in. Okay, so now it's time to put the spindle on. I'm putting a little bit of gasket maker on this surface right here. That way it could be a little bit more waterproof. I also read somewhere that that's like something people do, you know, if you want to go through a lot of water or whatever. And make sure to grease the bushing real good. And just slide it on. Alright, so I even put a little bit on this surface too. And this piece goes on next. And I'm going to use a bolt real quick to just make sure the holes are aligned. Then after you, after this, the next thing you put on the brake dust cover. Just slide it on there like that. And then put all your bolts in it. Okay, so when you get all your bolts in, just run them down. And I like to alternate. I think you're supposed to do that. I kind of just alternate back and forth and only kind of tighten them down like halfway, and then go ahead and put the correct torque setting. And I looked it up on a Suzuki service manual. The torque setting for this is supposed to be 29 to 43 foot-pounds. I've seen on places on the internet where it says it's a lot less, but if you look at the service manual, they're calling these bolts. Oh man, it's called like the brake mount bolts, even though that's the spindle, but it also holds the brake mounting plate or something. But either way, you can find on the diagram it's 29 to 43 foot-pounds. Okay, so after this, I'm pretty much gonna skip the rest of it for now because I'm not replacing the wheel bearing. I know that was kind of a bad stopping point. But I just wanted to hurry up and go wheeling again. I wanted to go out mudding again. And it started raining. It was raining weather. And I just couldn't really videotape the rest of it. And also, I wasn't going to replace the wheel bearings anyway. And I just kind of felt like, that needed to be included in one video. Okay, so since then, I've already been mudding once. I went and tested my new locker out. Whenever I stepped out of the garage the other day and I looked at it, it looked like my Samurai has a lowering kit on it. Like you see, notice how it sits lower, right? Well, I actually like the way it looks. This is actually the right stance I want. I noticed it riding a lot rougher, and later on in my next video, you'll see what happened with it. Yeah, so the next video I'm going to make is going to be like a review on the locker of what I noticed about it and the differences it made. Some positive, some negative, mostly positive. And then I'm going to talk about what actually happened to the front axle or the front suspension on my Samurai. That pretty much concludes this video. Please like and subscribe.